clenched over here.
Yeah.
We've done it before.
Yeah.
I got window view.
But I said to her how I would still do it by myself if there's no one here, just to record. Yeah. We're live.
I love your shirt.
Thank you. That's the old one. Okay. That's why I asked you to get it prepared before.
No, you're good. It's live now.
Okay. All right. Good morning. Good morning, Rebecca and Carla. Welcome back. Good morning to everybody who may be watching us on YouTube. And it's a beautiful morning today. Yes. At Nirodha, we have sunshine and beautiful trees, and it's very relaxing. So the the topic that I chose for today, the idea of what I'm going to talk in the session comes up usually during the week when I see patients. So this week I have a story about sleep. Did I tell you? No, I don't think so. Anyway, I have a beautiful story about how meditation helps sleep. Now, for this patient of mine, all I asked him to do was to focus on his breathing and do the breathing half an hour per session, and maybe 2 or 3 sessions a day because he has inflammatory diseases. Okay, so he comes in every 3 months, like most patients, for me to monitor him. And at the last visit, I asked him to please make it happen, because I talked about this to him for over a year. But kind of, I think for most patients, they don't feel like meditation was for them. But he had difficulty like weaning down on his medication. And he has problem with sleep. He has been on sleep aid for years, for many years. Okay, so 3 months ago I said, would you please just try it? Don't think about the word meditation, just think about how you breathe and use your breathing to activate the vagus nerve, but set the timer and do it for half an hour minimum, so that it will help the inflammation. So he came in this past week and he shared with me that about a month ago, he ran out of his sleep medicine, the prescription. And it's not like melatonin or Ambien, it's a different one. But he ran out of the prescription, and there's some problem with the insurance, and he couldn't get it refilled. So, but to his surprise, without Lunesta, he continued to sleep really well. So now he decided that he doesn't need it anymore, because he was able to sleep really well, good quality sleep, able to fall asleep and stay asleep. So he has been off of his medication for a month. So
that is awesome. Yeah.
That's very good. So, so we know by research that meditation does help with insomnia. That has been proven. And I know all the sleep aids, the prescription sleep medicines that we write, they tend to block or bind to certain receptors on the cells and regulate this cellular function that way. So if a person can get off the sleep medicine and sleep, that means that the meditation is changing your biochemistry and physiology and hormonal balance, and make all the receptors and neurotransmitters all work together. Yes. So when I talk about insomnia with my patients, the most common reasons for them not being able to sleep is that they cannot slow down their mind. Their mind races a lot, or they have anxiety, or they have pain. I think those are very common reasons for having sleep problems. And I think we all go through having insomnia sometimes in our life. Some people have it ongoing. They have chronic insomnia, but the majority of us probably have gone through the experience of having difficulty sleeping due to whatever is going on in our lives, right? Especially stress or work that make you keep thinking, and you stay awake all night. And I don't know if you can share, if you have any experience to share about your sleep.
Yeah, I'll share. The problem I have, and maybe you can help me with this, is that it's just not that my thoughts will stop. It's that at that quiet moment before bed, all the thoughts that I don't want to think of come up. Like, I don't want to go into too much detail, but like PTSD stuff that I just don't want in my brain.
Right.
So unfortunately, I listen to something on headphones so that way I don't have those intrusive thoughts that are negative.
Yes.
I don't know how to stop, meditate, and not have those thoughts at that time be intrusive. I don't have that problem any other time during the day. It's just at sleeping. So my question is there something I can do to get past that, to clear the mind completely? Because it's hard. I mean, it's just hard to clear the mind as it is, but then that.
So at the moment when you recognize that you have those thoughts, what do you do?
I put headphones on and
you put headphones,
drown them out.
Okay. Yeah. So your question is that what technique or method can you do without using the headphones? Because right now you have a technique. You have a way of drowning those thoughts out by listening to, but you want to find a different way.
Yes.
Right? So I think we have to think about our mind as having two different minds. Okay. Just like any of our senses, we have two aspects of that, the positive and the negative. The mind, you have the same. So you have one mind that is wandering, and the other is the good mind.
Yeah, I like that. The good mind.
The conscious mind, the mind that knows what's right and what's wrong, and does not wander. So we say mind. My teacher, the teacher who taught me how to meditate, he would say, this is a mind on mind exercise. Mind on mind exercise. So when you have that thought, PTSD thought, that is your wandering mind. Thoughts come, and then when you recognize that you're having that, so that's the other side of your mind that has the complete awareness of these thoughts.
Okay, yeah,
right.
Makes sense.
So then then mind on mind exercise is that you try to use your conscious mind, the mind that recognizes what's going on, to help guide those thoughts. Or just like you recognize it, and then what do you do with it? So your conscious mind, your good mind, need to make a decision what to do with those.
Okay.
Yeah. So one common suggestion would be just see your thoughts for what they are. Just
accept them.
Accept them.
Instead of fight it.
Yeah. And instead of fighting it, just observe your thoughts as they come and then they go. And the other experienced teachers tend to say, look at your thoughts as clouds. The clouds just drift, and then disappear. So the thoughts that you don't want to have, look at your thoughts as and think of them as just clouds passing by, and watch them and have no attachment to them, no, angry feeling towards them.
Yeah, there's no emotions associated with it. So
Yeah.
that's the good thing. So I do like the idea of the clouds.
Yeah.
It sounds peaceful, actually,
Yes.
taking something and then turning it kind of, I like that.
So, and then like anything, nothing is permanent. So the same with PTSD related thoughts. It will come and it just drift, and then it won't go away. But it will stay if you start to become attached to it.
Start meditating on that thought.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah. So
I like the idea of the two different minds too.
yeah.
I like that because then there's a cutoff point that
Right.
you can kind of do. I like that.
Yeah. So you.
Talk about your sleep.
You have sleep problems?
Yeah, okay. So I think it's funny that today's subject is about sleep because last night I actually couldn't fall asleep. I don't always know why I can't fall asleep because like sometimes it's my mind's just going, sometimes I think it's just pain or not able to get comfortable, and then sometimes I'm tired but yet my body I guess just it won't go to sleep, it won't shut off. And then when mom brought up that she doesn't really like to go to bed because of the bad thoughts that come, I started thinking, well, maybe that might be why I also don't like to go to sleep, because I've noticed that I don't always like to go to sleep because it means that like when I do fall asleep, because my sleep is just so like irregular, I don't know when I'll wake up. Like, will I wake up at like 10? Will I be asleep half the day? Will I wake up closer to 5? And I don't like that because I'm just sleeping all the time, and it takes away my ability to really do a whole lot. And then I just feel like I'm doing nothing with myself. So that's where I think kind of am. So I'm like, I don't know, just weird.
Yeah. So I mean, when you face a problem like insomnia, there's a lot of factors that play into why you cannot sleep. It's not just having racing minds, but even the things that you do during that day can affect your sleep also. So if you drink too much caffeine, it's going to affect your sleep. If you have stressful days, it's going to affect your sleep. And if you eat something that interfere with your neurochemistry, it's going to affect your sleep. So there's a lot, and we also have a concept of sleep hygiene also. What you do around your bedtime will affect your sleep as well. If you go for a run, at night, which I see people do, they go for a run late at night, and then their adrenaline is all revved up. They come home, they cannot settle into their sleep. So
I'm allergic to running, so you don't have to worry about that with me.
Yeah. Yeah. And so some people have different sleep schedule also, especially when they work shift. So people who work shift and they have shift like this week they work first shift, next week they work second shift, and the week after they work third shift. So because of their work schedule, their sleep pattern also changes along with that, and it's very hard for their body to adjust. And traveling, like when I traveled, the older I am, the harder for me to adjust to the time zone, and then my sleep pattern will get, all not regulated, not normal again. So it's hard. Like someone had mentioned to me before that when he traveled, he would take sleep aid,
Mhm.
yeah, to help him to sleep and keep on the schedule. So there's a lot to it.
Another question I have then is what are your thoughts about genetically being a night owl? And unfortunately, it doesn't work with how life goes.
Yeah.
But if you just look at the history of my family and my kids and everything like
Yeah.
that, it's like going to bed at 2 a.m. and waking up at noon. It seems to be our go-to naturally. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think there might be some genetic predisposition to that, but I think our body can be trained to change.
The neural pathways.
Yeah. So, and this is where meditation comes in. I mean, meditation can improve your neuroplasticity, so you can adjust.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. And I mean, I know the really experienced meditators, they don't need to sleep a whole lot. They have full energy even when they sleep only 2 hours.
Is that how you do everything?
So, and we don't know, it has to change the body in a way that you can adjust to that. And normally, if I don't meditate, I mean, before I started learning about meditation, and as I get older, sleeping 2 or 3 hours a night would make me very tired the next day. But as long as I meditate regularly, sleeping 2 3 hours a night, I still could work a long day the following day with a clear mind. So meditation does change our body for the better. So we are able to cope with a lot of things better too. So yeah. So I would recommend meditation to anyone, especially people who have insomnia, because it's the best medicine. No side effects whatsoever.
Only positive
Oh,
side effects.
yeah. So only positive benefits. Yeah. So so it does change your pathways, neural pathways, neuroplasticity, but it improves the production of neurotransmitters in your gut also. So that's proven by research. Okay. So let's practice some, today's practice. We're going to focus on our thoughts then, because, racing thoughts are the common reasons for insomnia. So we can do this laying down or sitting up, or we can do sitting and then laying down. Okay. Okay. So since we are talking about sleep, so we can get a yoga mat and lay down.
I'm going to start practicing with the floating clouds.
Floating. Okay. So observing your thoughts as you fall asleep. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yes.
Oh yeah, you know it.
We got a roommate frog and a koala for you. Thank you. Nice. We all know laying down meditation is my absolute favorite.
Yeah.
Mom, Philip.
Thank you.
This, I am matching like all of this.
OCD, you're good.
Oh yeah, it's so satisfying.
Okay. So we can just lay down and assume a comfortable position. You don't have to lay down with both legs stretched out. You can put your knees up like this, put your feet on the floor if that's better for your back. And I like doing that because I have some back mild back pain.
Did you want to pose while I put your legs on?
Oh no, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah. Okay, and for the people watching on YouTube, you can do the same. Assume whatever position that you feel comfortable in. Sitting, laying, or standing. Okay. And start taking a few deep breaths in and out and allow your body to relax. Bring your attention to your breath and be aware of how you breathe. Are you breathing in deep and slow? And are you breathing out slower than your in-breath? Now, during our meditation, we want to focus on our breathing in a way that it will stimulate the vagus nerve. We take advantage of our breaths. So take a few deep breaths in and out, allowing your mind to follow your breaths. As you take deep breaths in and out, also pay attention to your body sensation. Are you fully relaxed? Are you feeling comfortable? Deep and slow breath in and hold for 4 seconds. And slowly let your air out through the out breath. Let's take about 5 breaths, 5 breathing cycles. Deep breath in. And slowly breathing out. Deep breath in. And slowly breathing out. And hopefully by this time you feel quite relaxed. Now you start thinking that you are going to sleep. And it's time to go to sleep. What is going on in your mind right now? As you take deep breaths in and out, bring your awareness to your thoughts. Recognize your thoughts and being in the present moment with your thoughts without criticism or judgment. We may have thoughts about doing some things that we haven't had time to do. Then we recognize that thoughts, watch it coming and drifting like a cloud. You can also tell or talk to it. Say, I see you, but I'll come to that chore tomorrow. Deep breaths in and out. Don't forget to hold your breath at the end of inspiration and expiration for a few seconds. This is the time that we give ourselves for self-care and self-love. And in this practice, we learn how to be at peace with our thoughts. We love our thoughts as they come and go. We send compassion and love towards the negative thoughts as well. Recognize them. Recognize those thoughts that you didn't want to be in your mind. And send them on their way with love. As they drift by like clouds. You may not have all negative thoughts. You could have positive, nice, loving thoughts entering your minds as well. Again, recognize them, but don't become attached to them. Thank them for being here and for making you feel good. And watch them drift by like clouds. Deep breathing in and out. In this moment, your conscious mind is your friend. It helps you to be completely aware. Aware of how you feel. Aware of how you think. Aware of your existence in this universe. And how much you enjoy being here. Come back to your breaths and follow your breaths. Gradually, hopefully, your thoughts will settle down. And all you have is this conscious mind following your breaths in and out. The sky is now clear and blue. The clouds have all passed by. And all you feel is peace. Deep breath in. And slowly breathing out. In this absolute clear state, all you have is the absolute awareness of what's going on inside of you and around you. And all you know at the present moment is you being with yourself. Being at peace, being happy, with no worries in the world. Deep breaths in and slow breaths out. Just enjoy the sounds that you hear. Enjoy the breeze on your skin. And allow yourself to let go of any tension. Deep breaths in and slowly breathing out. Feel how your chest rises. How your belly rises up and goes down. Deep breaths in and hold, and slowly breathing out and hold. But thoughts come into your mind, just observe it. Follow it as it drifts like a cloud. Return to your breaths if your mind starts to wander with lots of thoughts. The slower you can control your breaths, the more focused you are on your breaths. Deep breathing in and hold. Slowly breathing out and hold. Enjoy each and every breath that you take. Enjoy this wide, clear, peaceful space that you are in. This is the time for yourself. This is a time for your body to recover. Immerse yourself in self-love. It's time to go to sleep. There's no attachment to anything. There's no judgment against anything. Deep breathing in, slowly breathing out. This is a moment for us to return to ourselves and truly find out who we are. Okay, so take a few deep breaths in and out and bring your awareness to this moment and slowly come to the end of the meditation practice. And start moving your hands and feet if you like. slowly open your eyes. And turn to one side and slowly get yourself up and sit up. Let's see. I think we've done half an hour. It goes so fast, right? How do you feel? Yeah. So now you know how to practice watching, observing your thoughts, letting them go, and slowly relaxing and get your body into a peaceful state. Yeah.
It was really nice because some that I was able to modify it with some things I learned with counseling and with the clouds, and it worked really good with the coping mechanisms. And so I'm actually really excited to try this.
Yeah.
And
yes.
I know that it's going to be through practice.
Yes.
You know, and it's just not going to be the first time.
Right.
You know that miracle, but it's going to be through practice and stuff.
Yes.
But I'm excited to have this tool in my toolbox to try to use.
Yes, yeah. It's just like be at peace with your thoughts, whatever comes, right? Yeah.
I really like that thought. I forget it a lot, so that's why it's good to come here Saturday for reminders.
Yeah. Just use your love and compassion for everything. Yeah.
So for this one, so like normally with breathing, I practice like, and I have to count, otherwise I don't quite do the breathing right, but I'll breathe in at first for like 2 seconds, I'll hold it for a second, and then I release for 3 to 4 seconds. So trying it with holding for 4 seconds was different, but it brought in like a deeper slowing down and relaxation. And I'm like, well, I'm glad that I practiced the first one because that seemed kind of like the second step of breathing.
Yes.
And I would say that my head was pretty empty for most of it. I was just mostly thinking, relax. Because like one thing I love about meditation on my back and why I like it so much is because I know that my back muscles get tight, but when I just lay on it and the breathing kind of massages it, so I can feel the muscles just relax. And it helps remind me about like thinking about relaxing, and then that also just kind of helps me to relax even more.
Yes.
So yeah, it was very relaxing. And then another thing I noticed is like with the breathing, I was like, I felt dizzy without being dizzy. Like I don't know how to. Yeah, it's like it feels good, and it makes me think of like how you would feel when you're dizzy, but like you're not dizzy.
Yeah, so you are aware of your dizziness. But I think if you breathe in for a count of 2, it's too fast. And if you breathe fast, then it can cause you to be dizzy because it doesn't activate the vagus nerve when you breathe fast. You activate the vagus nerve by breathing slow and deep. So when you breathe fast, it activates the sympathetic nervous system, and that can cause you to feel dizzy and faint. So practice breathing in slower. So instead of breathing in for a count of 2, breathe in for a count of 4. And then as you get better at it, you can actually breathe in for a count of 8. Very slow. When we sleep, I noticed that my husband can breathe 3 breaths when I breathe 1 breath. So my breath can be very, very slow and long compared to my husband's breath. So the slower your breaths, the more sustained the vagal nerve stimulation is going to be. And that will allow you to relax, and that will bring about a lot of benefits. Yeah, so if you breathe in for a count of 2, and then you hold for a count of 1 and you breathe out, that's too fast. Like if I do it 1, 2 like this, 1, 2, already you are there at the end of your in-breath, and then you hold one and you breathe out again. So that's very fast. So
Is it still considered fast if it's more like 1, 2, and
So
then done, and then hold 1, and then release?
yeah, so
Yes,
how you
okay.
count can slow it down, but still, if you do like 1, 2, that can be like a count of 4 for someone else.
Yeah.
But if you do 1, 2,
Yeah,
1, then that's fast. Yeah.
it's like I usually start out with just like breathing into, because when I go straight into the slower breaths, my lungs start to tighten up and I start to like feel like, oh no, I can't breathe. But like after I do the 2 and then I get in the rhythm, I'm able to expand it to be to like 4, 5, and then like 6.
Yeah.
But as I keep practicing it, I'm hoping that I'll be able to go into the longer breath without worrying about, oh no, I'm not getting enough oxygen.
Yeah. Do you do you know why you breathe? Whether your chest is rising or collapsing? Are you aware of the way your chest movements are?
I am today. I felt my chest. I was actually, first I had it on my stomach, just feeling it going up and down. And I was like, huh, like an x-ray, when you see someone breathe, you see the ribs go in and out. So then I put my hands on my ribs and I felt them like expand and then go down.
So you can kind of control the rate you breathe by feeling how your chest rises.
That's interesting.
Right? So if you feel like that's too quick, but this, you can actually put your hands on your chest, on your rib cage, and feel how it rises and fall. Or you can do it on your tummy. Now, belly breathing, to me at the start, it was hard for me to do belly breathing. So I don't get too attached to that. Oh, I'm not doing the belly breathing. Oh, it's so difficult. You become frustrated when you, and at the beginning, when I was thinking, oh, I know people say belly breathing is better for you, but I could not do it. So all I did was just pay attention on how I breathe. My chest rises, my chest falls. So I do it like that. But now, as you practice, I found myself doing belly breathing. It just comes. As your chest rises, your belly also rises along with it. And then as your chest collapses, your belly will come down and push all the air up and out that way, right? So first, just pay attention to your chest. You can put on here, but once you know that you are doing the belly breathing, you can follow your belly as well. I do that from time to time. I will put my hands on my belly at night when I do the deep breathing, when I was about to go to sleep. I would do that and just feel my belly rise as I breathe in and then collapsing as I breathe out, like that. Yeah.
I do find it interesting how when you do breathe, like first the belly goes and then the ribs go. I just find that interesting.
They both should go together because you fill up the air into your lungs, and then that pushes your diaphragm down, and then that increases the abdominal pressure, and then automatically that pressure pushes on your abdominal wall, and then your abdominal wall will rise, right?
I think I got better at belly breathing because of lupus, what we talked about with it causing my lungs to tighten up.
Yeah.
And I found that the belly breathing stretched my diaphragm. So it was kind of like the diaphragm was kind of like tightened up too much where I couldn't do the belly breathing.
Right.
And then as I did it, I could feel it relax and I could get a full breath in, whereas before I
Yes.
couldn't.
Yes, yes. So because it changes, your diaphragm goes up and down. Yeah, good.
I don't know if it's sugar or not, but like afterwards, my back just completely relaxed. So I was just
I heard ya.
Yeah.
I think I got everything.
Yeah, so we can do some stretches to finish up, some yoga stretches.
Love stretches.
So, yeah.
Today's awesome for me.
So I think standing up, we do a few yoga stretches, sun salutation and down dog and all of that. So, yes, what was that? Baby, I forgot what's the name. Yeah, cats and cows, like Kali's doing. Yep. So I like this, and
Yeah,
we coordinate the breath as well. So deep breath in with the arms up. So you can do random. This is do whatever you want to do. Do you know if you know yoga? Yeah. So you don't have to do what I do. This is free yoga. You do whatever you like to, but remember to coordinate your breath, breathing in and out with each movement. Okay. So breathing in and out. And then you can bend down like this. And halfway up and stretch and down. For those watching us at home, you can do your own free movements, or you can just follow what I do as well. I'll do a few sun salutation. And slowly breathing in and out with each movement. This next one, I'm going to go into laying back down like this. So we'll do some baby cobra like that, or full cobra like this. You stretch out our back, and you can twist to one side like this as you breathe in, and return to the center as you breathe out. We'll do a few repetitions for this. Coordinate your breathing, deep breathing in and slowly breathing out. No hurry, do it slowly. Yeah. You actually stabilize your hip as well when you do the baby cobra and the full cobra. And then you can go into child pose and stretch out your lower back like this. And you can just keep this pose for about a few seconds. And then you rise up. And you can do plank pose like this. Just strengthening. This will give you some strengthening. And you can turn to the side like this, side plank, like this.
We'll work up there.
Oh, you can do side plank like this. But this is all, it helps your, and then you can thread your needle like this, thread your arm, and then raise up like that. Yeah, this can be hard because it needs strength of your arm to do this, right? This may be hard. I think this pose is hard.
Those things can be modified.
Yeah.
You're out of shape, just slowly.
Right. You can do it with your knees down, like this. Okay, and then you can do a few cats and cows with your breath in and out. This is a modified, like you can relax down like this, so you, with your knees down, you can do this too. But when you thread, you lay all the way down. You can feel the back stretching, see? Yeah, it stretches your shoulder and also your lower back this way. And then you go up and you change side. With the arms up. Yeah, and then you thread it down and just put the side of your head down like that. You feel the full stretch of your shoulder and your back. Yes. We do a couple of times like this. Okay. One more time on each side. Okay, and then we just go back.
Oh, I like how it
Yeah,
stretches
like-
this area here that I normally can't do
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. And you can twist like this. And you can twist like this. Stretch out the upper. Okay. Yes. Feels relaxed? Yeah. Well.
Feels like a vacation for my mind.
Yeah. This is the time for me every week. Yeah. It makes me spend the focus time for myself. So, well, I hope everyone enjoyed the weekend. It's a beautiful weekend, and I hope everybody will sleep well tonight. Yes. 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 Yeah. Thank you for being here, Carla and Rebecca, and thank you for watching us on YouTube. Namaste. Yeah.